All
Well,
right.
you got Mike Zimmer switching them to a 4-3, so that definitely is helpful for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that's going to make them a bit more formidable defensively because they were getting ran over last season. I think that that's something that they're addressing defensively, and major props to them. I'm going to say this though: I don't think you can guarantee that they're a playoff team because for me, okay, they won the division last year. They won 12 games each of the last 3 seasons before they went home, obviously. But the flip side to it is that I expect the Eagles to win the NFC East. Unless we're saying the Cowboys are going to win the division, then we've got to look at the Dallas Cowboys as a wild card. Okay, let's take into account the wild card scenario. Is somebody coming out of the North, whether it's Detroit or Green Bay, okay? You look at the South, everybody's brought up Atlanta. You look at the West, I understand we're looking at San Francisco. I don't know if y'all checked or not, but Sean McVay seems to be doing a good job with the Los Angeles Rams. Puka Nacua is a real baller. Matthew Stafford is still there. We know they've lost Aaron Donald, but we expect them to still be formidable. We can't summarily dismiss the fact that the possibility, rather, that the Dallas Cowboys could end up missing the postseason. Yes, you have CeeDee Lamb. Well, who's your number 2? Brandon Cooks. All right, that's fine. Who's your number 3 receivers and what have you? A bunch of dudes named Jalen whose last names we can't remember, all right? And you look at your running back is Ezekiel Elliott. I'm sorry, this ain't the Ezekiel Elliott from years ago. You understand? You know, in the red zone, yeah, in short yardage situations, you need a power back, sure. But in terms of elusivity and making sure that you can sit up there and chunk yards, chew up the clock, et cetera, we don't know if he's that dude any longer. We weren't paying much attention to him to begin with. Once he went to New England and once he departed from the Cowboys. We're paying attention to him now because he's back with the Cowboys, but still there's a lot to be desired. When other teams were making moves, the Dallas Cowboys didn't. And I don't see them winning the division, so now we're talking about them competing for a wild card spot, and then I'm looking at their schedule, coming up this year. 7 of the Cowboys' first 10 games are against playoff teams from last year. I got to think about that. So I'm like, it's not a foregone conclusion that they're going to the playoffs. Yes, they're good. But because they're not great and they're going up against other teams that are good, how do we know they're going to make the playoffs? I don't.